listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan. Quincy, thanks. Something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's Suspicion Con. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed. Inside that the beds tend to have. And the body was he said guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. Housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up,
that eye adaptation.
Under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America, we'll be right back.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to saying hello to Tomasi again. I'm actually real nervous about this boss fight. Experiences were traced in the home city of Butte, where Butte appears translocated light switch cord. Most subtly located disappearances. And you pull a license cord disappeared from view. Now you just slipped to pull the cord and under-authenticate the vending disappeared as well. Both have discovered at the oldest house days later, found in the sealed room by rangers exploring the new area of the house. The light cord switch in Butte's home closet disappeared during this incident. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, collectibles. Display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies. Has been seen levitating while strapped into chairs, like results of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. And they got their coats flying in the wind. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Possible these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. Also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability individuals corrupts.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms. The Hiss got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
The hotline can't be far now.
I don't know what all these damn things are. Hotline Miami. According to testimony, the agents have been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel. Discovered the room key by performing ritual. Key opened door marked with an inverted black pyramid. Learned a lengthy trial and error. Pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they transported to the old house. Experienced the home stripped light switch cord. Security's identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home began appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the sectors. These all access to Ocean View Hotel. I don't use doors.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with a black pyramid.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
I don't want to touch that. Ding ding, I guess.
Hello? Anyone here?
Interesting.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
That's really freaky. Alright.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house.
I know that voice now.
Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling was right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised? I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget.
Hey, I'm with you there, buddy.
I must reach the hotline. A director needs a The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Roll credits.
Ring, ring. It's Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered, and the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
So don't tell anybody. Got it. Drawer dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs whatever. The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal death. Yes, lethal death. It's the worst kind of death. It's lethal death. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. Battery tests were run on the object, but its origins remain unknown.
He feels more like an echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
And then there's just new stuff hanging around. I know there's some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget, as long as we operate within the oldest house we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line, another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't there. Wait, why an eye in that picture now? Shaking that person's head.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily?
Initial academies where the entity known as the Hiss was revealed. Notably, the Hiss was able to invade or corrupt control points. Only not exception to the fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This can indicate she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so contrasts to the Hiss that I've dismissed the theory. If I was because of Miss Faden herself, she's able to cleanse material organisms of Hiss corruption. We test its ability to Hiss corrupted entity, but fortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More needs to be done.
Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Well, that's disconcerting.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Here? But we don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe he can bring in an observation unit from the containment sector. I'll put in a request with Pope.
Astral constructs. What's that? Shatters a high stopping power with scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. Okay. Oh, so that's just random. It's a random common mod. Kilometers without dying. You are needed, replaceable. Agreed. Oh. Kill the scars and mind that squash. Tell them off. Tell them off. Yeah, that's cool. Nope, didn't earn anything yet. Abilities. Abilitize. 10% to health, energy, melee damage. Well, duh on health. Some extra energy. That's cool. I'll hold off. Just press a mod slot. Use 13 to unlock. Oh, okay. So I need one more used. Launch. Now I have an additional weapon form slot that I can put the shatter into. Awesome.
They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
I could totally do that.
These readings are erratic even for the oldest house. The hiss are tampering with it somehow, agitating it. Matching frequencies, maybe? Hi, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Apparently I should have talked to her about the singing. Unlock by upgrading. What does that mean exactly?
They're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Guys, I don't know how to upgrade the thing right now.
Pope wants us to get a feel... lab set up as soon as possible.
With what? We can't get any equipment from the research center until the internal lockdown is lifted.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Pony instead of Sony? Really? You're on a PlayStation, you know. You can say Sony. Maybe. I don't know. Do you need special permissions to say Sony on Sony? to put a Sony product in there. I guess so. Man, this house is big.
Wow, what a mansion!
I can't believe I didn't use that when I came into the place, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll use it now. For those of you checking this out on YouTube later, I have a soundboard now.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ati guiding me too? The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
You know what? This is an extra dimensional house. Extra dimensional house! So let's just go with it. I wish there was health regen of any sort. You know, other than grabbing from dead enemies. Like, instead of health from enemies, maybe health from a lock, something. I don't know. Because right now I'm at half health and there's no getting it back until I kill an enemy. But what if that enemy is so strong I can't kill it to get the health back? Well, a lot of this place is redacted. And then there's stuff like that. A place I can't go because it'll hurt me, but it didn't tell me it was going to hurt me until I went in there.
What's down that way?
Yo, let's talk to the janitor first.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yaha, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it, and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Spit has a generous magazine and high rate of fire, best using controlled burst. Interesting. Generate new randomized mods. Does that mean that this will give you like rare mods, or does it mean it's gonna upgrade the mods I have? Alright. Like oh, I can have a mod for that. Sure, I'll hit that one up. Like, I want to take this mod and I want to upgrade it. So it's just unlocked by upgrading. So maybe I'm gonna take a chance, and it's probably right, but I'm gonna hit that one. That's why I don't like autosaves. No, that's not how I was supposed to do it. God fucking damn it! This is why I hate autosave systems. Unless they're done right. Yeah, I don't know how to upgrade a thing I have. Of course, now I can't. Well, I never could. Like, right now I don't know where I have level 2 rooms. So, I want to go back and go to a level 2 room I've already been to before. Like, I have no clue where there are those rooms, because there's nothing marked on the map. I would have to go by memory, which is not something I can do really well because my memory is awful. So I have no clue where to go to find those other rooms. Those other rooms might have something good in them. Hell if I remember. But, you know, maybe I should fast travel back before I start going through this stuff, but you know what, whatever. I want to investigate this light, even though it might kill me. Oh, this that I hear is awfully creepy. Let's watch.
Drawing the pyramid. The what? The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
Yeah, that wasn't weird at all. It's also not nightmare fuel. Take that, desk. computer. You all suck for letting me watch that.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here?
I don't know, but...
Carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
You are the horse now. Awesome.
Let's see the hiss keep up with me now.
Alright, interesting. And there's a thing for me. Oh, I like the idea of having more health. Because I'm bad at things. Objects should be kept in a confined space when unbound. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for merry-go-round ride. The pole is connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when in its path. The object is currently bound by... The object was discovered at the side of an abandoned amusement park. Local reported that rides would move on their own and they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see America Overnight, 2:35, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local were found dead at the scene. The object attacked agents invoked Formula C5 to the object enough to.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but you don't touch and don't scream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
I can tell it's made by Ahti. I can tell Ahti made that. It's just weird enough to be an Ahti production. Alright, I'm gonna look up how to upgrade my current things that are equipped. start the recording up again.